Hello, this is vlog number 41, looting, the looters, okay? I believe that 99% of the looting is pre-planned, permitted, and targeted. The stores or the restaurants or the bars or whatever they were losing money during the pandemic because nobody was going to these restaurants, nobody was going to the sports bar, and they were losing money. So the only way to recapture that money is to loot and burn. Okay? Now, some stores, they seem to have left money in the cash register. I mean, they've been talking about looting for 6 days. So how is it that, on the 6th day, you leave some cash in the cash register and here come the looters, okay? Some left merchandise in the store. This one man said they took the most expensive clothing. I mean, what? I mean, they've been talking about looting for 6 days. How is it that you left those expensive clothes and shoes and jewelry in the store and you knew the looters were going to come? Because they've been coming for 6 days, okay? Now, a lot of the looters, if you look at the video, they walk into the store. They don't run in the store. Some of them walk in the store. They know where the safe is. They know there's a safe here. They break in that. They know there's a safe over there. They break in that. They definitely know where the cash register is. They break into that. How is it? I mean, I don't know where these things are. How is it that the looters know where everything is? They know there's going to be some cash in the cash register too. This seems to be very purposeful. Okay, so they can recoup whatever they're losing. Now, for example, the Japanese restaurant that was looted. Why in the world would looters loot a Japanese restaurant? They can't even pronounce the menu. They don't even know what's on the menu. What are they going to steal? Lemongrass? What are they going to steal? Some sushi? Okay, they can't even pronounce anything on the menu. And how about the Filipino restaurant? They cannot pronounce that. What are they going to steal? Snails and lemongrass? Okay, what are they going to steal? Okay, they took the cash out of the cashier in the Filipino restaurant. No, she just happened to leave it there, okay? She just happened to leave all that money in the cash register, even though there's been looting for 6 days. The Lebanese restaurants, because who's going to eat Lebanese food in the midst of quarantine? People are going to take that stimulus money, and they're going to pay their rent and buy cans of soup, essential things. They're not going to eat at a Lebanese restaurant. I submit to you, the looters don't even know where Lebanon is. They don't even know what Lebanese food is. So why in the world would looters go into a Lebanese restaurant and trash it? I mean, what's the point in trashing some cheap dishes? It's not China, it's cheap dishes. That doesn't make any sense. But of course, they were after the money that was coincidentally left in the cash register at the Lebanese restaurant. Coincidentally, okay? Now see, the foreigners who own these stores, they understand insurance better than Americans understand insurance, okay? See, in their country, if they lose their business, they just lose it. They don't get any insurance payout. But see, America, you get insurance payouts, okay? Now, you take like the store where all this tragedy happened with Mr. Floyd, they didn't even have a ceiling. I mean, you talk about a store that is a fire hazard. I don't even think that the city would allow a lot of people to even have a store like that. A store without a ceiling? You ever heard of something like that? I mean, it's just a little ragtag store. Don't understand it. I think that Amazon was deliberate because Amazon is probably losing $10 million a month per month in Los Angeles because nobody's buying at Amazon. So look, it's cheaper for Amazon instead of losing $10 million a month just to burn the store down. Okay, now nobody was in that warehouse. Nobody, okay, and so it just caught a fire by itself. And it hasn't caught a fire all this time. How is it that now Amazon has 3 different shifts? Amazon is usually open 24/7. They have 3 different shifts. Okay, because orders are constantly coming in, packages are constantly coming in, but nobody was there when that building went up in smoke. And it burned up those $1,000 computers. See, Amazon's not going to buy the $200 computers that we buy. They're going to buy the $1,000 computers, okay? Now, Amazon, Target, CVS, and Walgreens, they have a significant black workforce. Maybe 20 to 30% of their workforce is black. So look, there's a higher conspiracy. If you loot and burn all these stores, you loot and burn the jobs. I mean, the jobs go up in smoke with the building. So look, keep blacks in extreme poverty like city rats, like rats in a city. They want to keep us in extreme poverty like city rats, grubbing for food here and there. Just get the black and just pay the black and Hispanic gains. And actually, there's a whole lot of white kids who are looting and burning too. Just pay them $20,000 or $2,000 to loot and burn the building, and they'll get a payout. If they have $500,000 worth of inventory in there, they can just get that payout from the insurance. Okay, tell the insurance company you lost $500,000 in insurance and inventory. Now I know inventory is expensive because I used to have a business. Inventory is very expensive. Those cash registers are very expensive, okay? Even the ones that were, if you get a 1970s cash register, they're very expensive, okay? See, all of this, it could be part of a bigger conspiracy. Get rid of the jobs that blacks have so they can be extremely poverty-stricken and grovel around the city like rats, okay? Now, you take like the black celebrities. We all know that they are not allowed to do anything for the blacks in America. That is written in their contract. That is written in their $1 million contracts. They cannot do anything for the blacks in America. They can't even give a black person a $2,000 loan to start a business or continue a business. They cannot even have a laundromat in the black community. They cannot have a grocery store. These super celebrities, they cannot have a grocery store in the black community. It is in their contract. At first, when I heard this, I said, this cannot be true. But the more I studied it, the more it made sense. They cannot do anything for the blacks in America. You don't see any celebrities with even a laundromat in the black community. You don't even see them with a little tiny grocery store in the black community. Like I said, when I heard that, I was shocked. But like I said, the more research I did, I could see that it was true. I think that the police are in on it too. The police are cooperating with the looters. Whoever would thought something like that? They are in it too. Okay, a police car or a police van just happened to be in the middle of the street where the protesters are. Not in the garage where it should be. Okay, that's not coincidental, okay? Okay, so they're gonna, of course the looters are gonna loot and burn the police car. Okay, the police seem to be afraid of the protesters. The police are afraid of the looters. I saw a video clip where the looters were right here, and right next door were about 15 police officers, and the police officers didn't touch them. The police just don't want to be out there. So look, just give them a car to burn. That'll save, a few minutes. At every protest site, there are stacks and stacks of demolition tools and bricks. Stacks and stacks of bricks. Stacks and stacks of huge bricks. There's demolition tools, sledgehammers, crowbars at every protest site. And the police know that. And I'm not talking about 5 bricks. I'm talking about anywhere from 20 to 50 bricks neatly stacked up. They're not even randomly stacked up. They're neatly stacked up near the construction site, near the protesting site. So you can see there's very meticulous planning. One white man who owned a pawn shop, he said he watched the looters. He said one looter told one person to go this way, and he said it was highly organized. And like I said, the black gangs are not organized, and they're not very smart because the average level, education level is the 3rd grade. So they're not even capable of being highly organized. The Hispanics gangs, their average education level is the 2nd grade. They're splintered. Okay, they're not highly organized, but you see, whoever's doing this is a highly organized person. Okay, just pay the black. See, the black gang is going to take the fall for it. The Hispanic gang is going to take the fall for it. But there's a whole lot of white kids that's looting and burning. Okay, so somebody's paying all these people some money to loot and burn. Now, even in small towns. Now, you take like in a lot of small towns, the police and the criminal element are one and the same. They are one and the same people, the police and the criminal element. And sometimes they're paid to overlook a drug deal or whatever. In the 1960s, the police did nothing about the looting in the black community in Watts and whatever. They didn't care if the black businesses were burned down. They did not care like they don't care now, as long as they don't go to the white suburbs. Now, if the looters in the 1960s had gone to the white suburbs, they would have been shot on the spot. Okay, now during the Rodney King riots, the same thing is repeated. Okay, the police do not care if they burn down the buildings in the black community. They don't care if they burn down the restaurants in the black community. But they were protecting the suburbs during the Rodney King riots. They don't care. About somewhere between 30 and 60 black men lost their lives during the Rodney King riots. But that was because blacks were killing blacks. Okay, that's what that was about. It wasn't the police who were killing, it was blacks killing blacks. Okay. They did nothing. The 1960s, they did nothing. And the Rodney King riots, they did nothing. They never going to do nothing. And now the police are doing nothing. Okay. They don't even care if Gucci gets looted. They don't care. Which it just totally amazes me. As long as they don't go into the white suburbs. Okay. Have a nice day.